Hey guys, today's going to be the second part to our Building Your First Website series. And we're just going to go over how to get your domain name. So that's going to be the yourname.com. We're also going to go into setting up your hosting and then getting basically everything ready to install your content management system. Um, I'm going to be honest, this video is going to be pretty short, and I'm not going to go too in depth on all of this stuff because most of it on the sites I'm going to show you, they have tutorials and step-by-step instructions to show you how to do it and help you along, and they also have really good customer support. So I feel like it'll be just really redundant if I give you step-by-step instructions as there's step-by-step instructions on your screen. Alright, so let's get started. The first thing you're gonna do um, is get your domain name. Now I know a lot of people ask, well, I have a blog and it's myname.wordpress.com. How do I get to be myname.com? And to do that, you have to buy your own domain. Now, a domain you can get anywhere from like 99 cents a year to I think it's $11.99 a year for the .coms right now. And there's some more expensive than that, but most people want a .com because that's the most used one. So where I buy my domain names is GoDaddy.com. So when you go to GoDaddy.com, you're going to see a page like this, and basically all you're going to do is in the search box to see if the domain name is available. We're just going to type your domain name that you want in that box and press search. You can also change what extension you want on that, I guess, or gosh, there's a better word for that, but you know what I'm trying to say. And this one isn't available, so let's just say Nick and Nate's demo.com. And you just have to find something that's available, and you can see Nick and Nate's demo.com is available. From here, you just press the continue to registration. You'll have to make an account and buy the domain name. The only other thing you're going to have to do on this side of the domain name is redirect the name servers to the name servers that your host will specify. With the hosts I'm going to show you guys, if we're going to use X10 hosting, that's x10hosting.com. The name servers are ns1.x10hosting.com and ns2.x10hosting.com. But if you're using a different server, they're going to be different, and you have to talk to whoever you're going through for your hosting to figure out what the name servers are, and they'll be more than happy to tell you what those are. So like I said, you're going to need hosting. Now that you've bought your domain, I'm assuming we're gonna go get your hosting. Hosting, I'm going to show you guys X10 hosting. That's just because I know if it's your first website, you're going to want to most likely use free hosting, just because you're not going to want to dish out a lot of money. Even though I know you can get hosting packages for as cheap as $100 a year. That's with hosting and a domain name. You can get it for cheaper than that too, I know. That's what I'd say is probably the average though, and they'll actually throw in a free domain name with that, which is kind of nice. Um, but if you want to go free hosting, X10 hosting is fantastic. It supports PHP. You can have databases, webmail, everything's basically unmetered. It's a fantastic free host. Basically, when you go to x10hosting.com, sorry about that, you just follow the steps to sign up. And then up in the top right, there's the user login, and you just log in. When you log in, you're going to see something like this on the top. Just go to hosting and then press login to cPanel. And that's going to bring you into your cPanel where we can start working with getting everything set up. Now what we're going to have to set up is I've decided that I'm going to show you guys how to install Joomla. So basically what we're going to need to do in this end is we're going to have to set up our FTP account and then our domain name, and I think that's about it actually. So to start off with the domain, you just kind of scroll down your cPanel until you see add-on domains. Click on that, and you just follow the instructions, and they actually do have video tutorials here. if you need any further help. That's kind of why I'm not going to go too in depth about this. I'm going to show you where this stuff is, and assume you can follow the instructions given on the site. The other thing we're also going to have to do is set up your FTP uh, accounts, which if you just click on FTP accounts, again, it's going to say a video tutorial on the top, and it's very easy to set this stuff up if you just follow the tutorials. I'm sorry if you guys don't know how to do this. If the tutorials don't help, ask, and I'll be more than happy to help you. If that means, we have to do a Skype call and I have to walk it through you on there, if I can just type it out to you, we'll make sure you can get this set up. But I don't want to make this too redundant with the instructions on the site. And the other thing we're going to have to do is also set up a database. To do that, you can either click on MySQL databases and do it there, or I'll be honest, the easier way to do it is if you use the MySQL database wizard. This helps out just because it creates the database and the user and assigns the user to the database, which is instead if you just click on MySQL databases, you create the database and then you create the user and then you assign the user to the database, which it just takes a little bit longer. So just use again that MySQL database wizard, and again there's a video tutorial here. After that, the only other thing you're gonna need is to download your copy of Joomla, which you can find, gosh, I'm not sure on this now. I want to say it's just joomla.com. That's not right. You know what? We'll Google it. That's what we're going to do, because Google's going to be your friend the first time you're doing this. Joomla.org. You guys see that? Joomla.org on the Google. And then just download it from there. And also, you're going to need an FTP client. I suggest FileZilla. So we're going to Google FileZilla and just make sure that we get the right place. FileZilla-project.org is where you can get that, and it's available on Mac and Windows. So again, those sites you're going to be using is GoDaddy.com. Also, oh gosh, X10 hosting. I have it right in front of me. I'm not sure why I'm struggling so much. And then joomla.org, and then filezilla-project.org. There's also a bunch of other FTP clients. FileZilla is the one that I prefer the most to use. I just like it, to be honest. It's simple. I like it. Other than that, though, until the next time when we're actually going to start installing the content management system, there's really not much else you need to do, and the rest, from here on out, it's going to be very simple, and I promise that my instructions will be a lot more step-by-step and in-depth. I can't talk either. I'm sorry about this video. But I just, with all the instructions on there, I keep saying this over and over again. I feel like I'm really redundant with this, but I don't want to be too redundant with all the instructions. So I hope that this helped you out. If you need any help, leave a comment to this video. You can also find us at nickandnate.com. That's nick-n-nate.com. We also have a community where you can talk with the other Nick and Nate followers, and I'm sure they'll help you too. And if you also need help, just leave us a comment, and I'll be happy to help you, and do whatever needs to be done to help you get your website set up and help you learn how to do this all. Because I know the first time it gets a little bit, I don't know, it's kind of frustrating. It was frustrating my first time too, and I want to help you through that, because after, once you do it once or twice, it's super easy and it's a lot more enjoyable. So again, just leave us a comment, give us some feedback on what you think about this. Again, in the next part, which I'm gonna try and get up in about Thursday or Friday, I'm gonna shoot for Thursday. We're gonna install Joomla. I'm also thinking about showing how to install the other content management systems and use it, but for this series, we're gonna use Joomla, and just because to me that seems like the most least user-friendly, and the other ones kind of follow the same lines. But yeah, just leave us a comment, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and we'll see you next time.